but participate, make suggestions, things like that. And even as a 6-year-old, I mean, my dad was having to read the lines at the read-through, and I would just kind of sit there at first. My father ran.
One co-star didn't just steal his spotlight. They almost ended his career before it truly began. And the betrayal came from the last person anyone expected. In the polished world of Hollywood, Ron Howard is the ultimate nice guy. But staying at the top for 60 years requires surviving the industry's sharpest edges. His journey began with Frances Bevere, the woman America adored as Aunt Bee on The Andy Griffith Show. Yet behind the cameras, she was a classically trained New York stage actress, trapped in what she considered beneath her dignity. Bevere's icy professional disdain became young Ronnie Howard's first lesson in Hollywood masks. She once took a swing at Jim Nabors with an umbrella because his singing annoyed her, teaching Howard that the performance of warmth often hides emotional coldness. Then came Yul Brynner on the set of The Journey when Howard was only 5 years old, encountering a man who didn't just play kings but believed he was one. Brynner moved with terrifying grace, issuing decrees rather than speaking, creating an atmosphere where seasoned crew members scrambled to appease his every whim, learning that some stars use fear as their primary tool. By 1982, directing Night Shift, Howard faced Shelley Long, a brilliant comedienne whose obsessive perfectionism threatened to grind production to a halt. Long wanted to know the molecular structure of why her character would choose specific words, endlessly questioning while Michael Keaton improvised at lightning speed. Whispers suggested she would accidentally move to force cameras to stay on her, subtle scene stealing that created competitive tension instead of the family vibe Howard craved. Russell Crowe brought volcanic intensity to a beautiful mind, a mercurial performer whose hair-trigger temperament was as legendary as his talent. Crowe would engage in multi-hour debates about single lines of dialogue, famously insisting on shooting chronologically despite logistical nightmares. Howard had to become a lion tamer, providing space for genius without letting it maul the crew. The sets were heavy with silence and heated debate, far from the lighthearted collaboration Howard preferred. Yet this fire forced him to abandon his OP persona and become a leader through sheer intellectual stamina. Tom Sizemore represented tragedy rather than ego, an immense talent eclipsed by severe addiction that transformed him from sought-after tough guy to unreliable shadow. Sizemore created a vacuum of anxiety where the question was not whether scenes would be great, but whether the actor would appear at all. This taught Howard the painful limits of his nice guy diplomacy, that you cannot kindness someone out of crisis, and sometimes protecting the collective effort means distancing yourself from chaos that threatens hundreds of jobs. But the most complex friction came from his best friend, Henry Winkler. On Happy Days, Howard was the lead until the Fonz became a cultural phenomenon, and suddenly executives spoke to him with disrespect, even floating the idea of changing the show's title to Fonzie's Happy Days. Howard wasn't jealous of Winkler's success, he was protective of his own dignity. And this structural erasure became the catalyst for his transition to directing. Years later, Howard confessed it did hurt his feelings, a rare vulnerability from a man who usually keeps emotions guarded. Yet his ability to remain friends with Winkler, while navigating that professional hurt, showed that being nice is not weakness, but extreme emotional intelligence. So, which story shocked you most? If you enjoy these untold Hollywood stories, don't forget to subscribe to Old Hollywood Pulse. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one.